Hey everybody, it's Councilmember Augie Tulba. It's another episode of Get to Know Your City. We're here at Emergency Management with Acting Director Jennifer Walter. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi. Thanks
All right.
for coming by today.
Thanks for having us. This is a very interesting department.
Yeah, we do a lot of things. A lot of people are a little bit confused about our mission sometimes. Sometimes they wonder, what do you guys do when there's nothing going on? And then when things happen, they think that we do everything. And we are really, I call us kind of professional cat herders, where we work with all the other agencies in the city, and we have a lot of nonprofit partners, business partners, and we bring them all together day to day to work together to plan for big disasters and emergencies that might happen. And then during an event, we bring them into the room we're in now, which is our Emergency Operations Center, so that we can all kind of potluck the situation and share what resources and expertise we have to solve the problems, keep people safe, help them recover. And so we are the coordinators of all of that.
No, it's important. I mean, as we walking around, it's not a really big department, but a very important one. The process is a lot, like preparing for a hurricane, preparing for a tsunami, preparing for an earthquake, right? We think about it, it's in the back of our head, but we're not like living, breathing it every day like the way you guys are.
Yeah, I mean, we're a pretty small agency with a lot of different hazards to prepare for. That's why working with others is so important. But the worst thing we could do as a city is wait to figure it out until something happens. And so our job is to kind of put it front and center. Don't let it get kicked down the road. To really think through and have the conversations. You know, a lot of times people think that we can give a checklist for everything that's going to happen, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it doesn't always work that way. These disasters are dynamic, emergency situations come up. And so much of what we do is bring together the partners to really talk it through so we understand all the different scenarios that could happen and think about the decisions that we're going to have to make when something happens, so that it's not the first time we've worked together. We know each other's names, we've thought through the possibilities. And then when that day comes, we can come in here and apply all those conversations to making the best decisions we can as quickly as we can.
Right, so like, take for instance the Lahaina wildfire. No one ever thought that a fire would be so damaging, and we learned a lot from that, right?
Yeah, we really have. And I think like the first rule for our agency is we need to always imagine the worst case scenario, and that's not a fun way to always think, but that's our job. And we really need to reimagine some of these disasters that could happen. And Lahaina, I think, showed us that we need to really think about just how big, how devastating, how fast these things can be, and make sure that our procedures are in line with that. You know, that we need to be able to react quickly, get information fast, get the word out to the public fast. So we've learned a lot about how we need to position, because sometimes we think of the slower moving events like a hurricane, where we have several days to kind of get ready and drum up. And I think that's on all of us, that we might not have that lead time. And that's why having something like a go bag that you can grab on the way out, understanding how you might get, alert and warning, and at the end of the day, using your best judgment to make safe decisions if you feel like you're in danger. All of those things are now part of our planning, and we've really been working with fire, police, a bunch of other agencies to put those lessons into updated plans for the city.
Yeah, and the best way you guys can learn about all kind of ways to prepare is by your website, right? You guys have an amazing website.
Yeah, honolulu.gov/DEM. We have information on how to prepare, what to pack in your kit, all sorts of other information to keep people and their families safe. Sometimes it's overwhelming. I always tell people, eat the elephant one bite at a time. If there's 14 days is a long time to be ready for. Yeah. And we say that because we're so far away from assistance. But sometimes I think people say, oh, I can't do all that, so I'm just not going to do anything. And so little by little, step by step, think through the things that you would want first. So if it's emergency water and something to eat, start there. And then maybe you work up to the flashlight and the emergency radio. But do something, because I always tell people we could have the best people working here, and we have really great dedicated public servants. And we can be the best emergency management agency anywhere. But if the public hasn't done their part to
Yeah.
get ready and do things, all that planning is for nothing, because there's no way we can meet the needs of everybody if no one's prepared. And so we want to focus on those people who need extra help, can't prepare because maybe they have disabilities or there's other vulnerabilities. So we really need the public to do their part. And that's part of what we do, is we
Yeah.
go out every day and try to educate through our website, through community events. People can request speakers from our agency to come and help them. So that's a big part of our mission.
Right.
We appreciate you coming by and spending time with us.
Appreciate you, Acting Director.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like your
Is anybody here? We're in a bunker. We're waiting for some sort of response, please. What do you want me to do with Fred?
I don't know, just shake his hand or something.
Weird, Malia.
HPD, fire, HESD,